Thank you very much, Chairperson. I am glad to get this opportunity to speak on this bill today. There is no doubt that workplace ventilation is of huge importance to all at this time. Every effort must be carried out to safeguard those working in largely populated workplaces. In my view, this government has been reactive in so many fronts in relation to this pandemic and not proactive like they should be. In other words, they should for once be one step ahead, and the proof of this is with ventilation in our schools, which is not addressed in this bill. Our schoolrooms are overcrowded, with many of these rooms in prefabs or in some cases old-type rooms. It is well known that our classrooms are the highest in Europe for pupils being taught. So we have classrooms the length and breadth of the country who have windows open daily, thus having very young children perished with the cold, and this is preventable. My rural independent colleague Richard O'Donoghue was the first to speak of a system of proper ventilation earlier last year here in the Dáil, which could be fitted cheaply into every schoolroom in the country, but it was ignored, while at the same time tens of millions was blown away on a health budget with very little accountability. And while I said I welcome the opportunity to contribute to this debate today, I don't see any mention in the bill of who will pay for the increased cost of fitting these air filtration devices, which is something that the state must take some responsibility for. While the importance of these ventilation systems can't be ignored, listening to the Minister for Health, Stephen Donnelly's interview on RT's Today with Claire Byron show on Monday morning, it is clear that neither he nor the HSE have bothered to read any of these studies. In fact, the Minister said that the advice from the HSE advisory group was that ventilation filters would not work in our schools, based on research done by the HSE. One recent study, and I don't know, has he really studied this at all, or has the HSE studied this? One recent study in Edinburgh's Hospital in Cambridge has found the benefits of air purification in preventing airborne spread of SARS-CoV-2 has been studied for some time now in education and medical settings with positive results. The most recent study in Edinburgh's Hospital in Cambridge generated first-class data which demonstrates the efficiency of air purification in reducing the spread of COVID within indoor environments. The study is also really interesting as it aimed to determine how air purifiers stand up to real-world conditions. Study co-author Velas Navapur, an intensive care unit ICU physician at the hospital in Cambridge, installed air purification devices in 2 fully occupied COVID-19 wards, a general ward and an ICU ward. The team then chose high-efficiency particulate air HEPA filters, which drew air through a fine mesh to capture extremely small particles known as aerosols. Air samples were collected from the wards during a week when the air filters were switched on and 2 weeks when they were turned off. And what I'm saying is the Minister is taking advice, and I'd like to see the advice he's taken from the HSE, and would he publish that publicly at this stage?
Thank you,